Hello, this is Bob Petersen with Statewide Real Estate in Escanaba, Michigan, and welcome back to UP Sustainable Living. On this channel, we talk about buying land, selling land, rural property, and sustainable living in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Today, we are going to talk about something that comes up fairly often with larger parcels of wooded land in Michigan. That's CFA land, or Commercial Forest Act. If you're buying land, selling land, or already own forest property in the Upper Peninsula, this is something you may run into. Because CFA land can affect things like property taxes, land use, and even public access. And it's important to understand what that means before buying or selling property enrolled in the program. Before we get into it, if you're interested in buying or selling land in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, or just want to learn more about rural property and sustainable living, be sure to subscribe and follow along. I'm also working on guides and resources that will be available on my website in the near future. CFA stands for Commercial Forest Act. This is a Michigan program that allows certain forest lands to be enrolled in a system designed to encourage long-term forest management and timber production. In exchange for keeping land in forest use, the property owner may receive reduced property taxes. But in return, the property must follow rules of the program. One of the most important things to understand about CFA land is that it generally allows for public access for hunting and fishing. That means members of the public may legally access the land for the purposes under the program rules. For some landowners, that is perfectly acceptable. For others, it may not fit their plans for the property. So it's important to understand that aspect before buying land that is enrolled in the program. CFA land is typically larger forest parcels. Historically, the program was intended for land that is primarily used for commercial forest production. So if you usually see CFA applied to larger tracts of timberland rather than small residential parcels. Land enrolled in the program must generally be managed as forest land. That means the property is expected to remain primarily in forest use rather than being developed or converted to other uses. There may also be forest management expectations connected with the property. If you are thinking about buying land that is enrolled in CFA, there are a few important questions to ask. For example, do you want public hunting and fishing access on the property? Do you plan to develop or build on the land? Are you comfortable keeping the property in long-term forest use? These are things that buyers should understand before purchasing the property. If you're selling property enrolled in CFA, it's important to explain the program clearly to the potential buyers. Some buyers will see the lower tax structure as an advantage. Others may not be comfortable with the public access or land use restrictions. The key is making sure buyers understand the program early in the process. In some cases, landowners may decide they want to remove property from the CFA program. That is possible, but there may be withdrawal procedures and fees involved. In the next video, we'll talk about how that process works and what landowners should know before removing land from CFA. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in buying or selling land in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, my contact information is in the description below. Again, this is Bob Petersen with Statewide Real Estate in Escanaba, Michigan. And this is UP Sustainable Living, and I'll see you in the next video.